to hear, this is what life could look like if you decided to be a winner. And he'll jab you in the loser spot of your brain every so often. But he's inspiring you with a better option now. And we can see this. We'll play through this. We'll rewind it a little bit so we can review it. But just look at how he paints being a winner. Adonis is a legit name for a son. What do I think about that one?
And if you're a winner, you should be excited. If you're a loser, you better change teams quick, because there's no more sympathy for anybody. This is going to be the greatest wealth creation period in your life. This is going to be the time where it's the easiest it's ever going to be to get rich, before the schism is final, the rich stay rich, the poor stay poor. If I were you, I would take the energy from the monumental win, from the comeback story, from the victory arc, take it deep inside of your heart, implement it inside of your mind, build a splinter inside of your consciousness that prevents you from sleeping, prevents you from being lazy, prevents you from giving up. Take all of the energy in from the universe, take it in from God, put it deep inside of your blood, inside of your red blood cells, and do whatever it takes to win. Because that's what Trump did, and now he's the most powerful man in the world. That's what we're going to do. That's why we're going to bust his case. And you're going to do the same thing and join us, or you're going to end up on the losing team, permanently and forever subjugated and crushed by people who simply tried harder than you.
Got carried away, so we just rolled the whole rest of the clip. Let's just talk about it and wrap it up, right? So he goes back and forth and contrasts hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, to kind of keep your system reeling as he's hitting you guys with the upgraded way of looking at the world. He's showing what it's like to be a loser, but he's mainly just pumping what it's like to be a winner. He's fighting being a loser, and he's showing, listen, being a winner is great. This is what it's going to be like. This is the best opportunity for the next 4 years. This is the best opportunity to make a bunch of money. Eventually, the doors will shut. There's a little bit of FOMO there, but he's showing you and giving you an idea of what life could be like over the next 4 years. He's like, what if, essentially, he's like, wait, you've got all these other options. But what if you just decided to win? What if you decided to take this energy from Trump, co-opt it into your own life, and just use this as an excuse to just not sleep a little bit less, work a lot harder, push forward, fight, win, like Trump, get shot, get back up again? What if you just did that for the next 4 years? And you know what? That's a pretty good option. That's a pretty cool option. And anybody that is normally wired and has even 2% testosterone will hear that and be like, yeah, that's the option I want to do. I don't want to do whatever. Anything else sounds dumb in comparison to that. But the funny thing is, before someone watched this video, they weren't even considering that. They watched Trump get elected, they think, oh, that's cool, video games, underperforming, quietly just doing the best option they thought they had, was just have fun and hang out and try and get laid, maybe, if you're lucky, you know? That's what most people were doing before they watched this video. That was the best option they had on their plate. And Tate said, well, hey, what if I just showed you a better option? What if I gave you an idea that for the next 4 years, here's a compelling option that you can take. How about you take this? People generally choose the best option they have available to them. There was a long time ago, there was a family therapist, this lady, I think her name was Virginia. She was this old lady, and she was really, really good at helping families. I don't know anything very much about her, but she has a quote that I think is legit, and I've thought about it quite a bit in my life. And that is, people will generally pick the best option they have available to them. Most people before this video, the only options they even saw were just be a loser or try really hard and be a matrix slave. And they're like, well, I'm just gonna be a loser and just enjoy the abstractions of pleasure that exist in the world. That's the best. I mean, out of those two options, I get it. I get why you would just check out and be a loser. I get it. But Tate's saying, hey, what about this third option? What about this more exciting one? Can't you feel it with the audio? Can't you see these clips? Can't you imagine stepping up and winning? And it becomes the most compelling and better option. And he's giving you a two-way close, some FOMO. If you go this way, you can see how bad it would be if you continue as a loser. You now have a better option. The two-way close essentially works like that. You give people options, and you construct the way that you present the options so that the options you want them to take are their best options. And I have a whole entire call about this tomorrow, about the actual ethics behind this and the way that I recommend you guys approach this. But anyways, that's what Tate did in this video. Now, I want you guys, really quickly, I could summarize this, and I'll probably post this for you guys after. I can never spell opportunity right. It takes me a while to get it right. But I want you guys in the chat, before we finish this up, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to do two things. And actually, this is cool because this is in the noob chat, so you can do these two things. And I can see them later. I want you to do me a favor. Number one, I want you to list how you're going to use what you learned in this video in your marketing moving forward, or how you think you could. Maybe you don't have a specific project. Oh, if I help people have better options, I'll make more money. Just list that out. And two, I want you to list out how you're going to use these tactics to influence yourself. I know this is an extra exercise and it'll take about 3 minutes of your time to do, and maybe you're too busy. But I'm really curious to see how you guys apply this to yourself, because learning how to influence others is great. But if you can use it to also influence yourself to perform better actions, you can build and create things that didn't exist before. You can, instead of being a loser, an underperformer, you can be a winner. That soundtrack, those images, that can be your life. If you can sell yourself on that option. Now, my friends, we got a lot of work to do. I already told you guys about all the stuff I have on my list, so I'll be speaking to you guys very soon. Keep your eye on the announcements channel. Be active in the chats. Help everybody else out. We have some cool things coming in the world, but specifically inside of the copywriting campus. I'll speak to you all soon. Let's go out. Let's get it. Let's conquer. Monster today and unleash you on the world.